are pushing their firms to make use of these new PTAs. So once again, the fact that these provinces, they have a lot of government support, and also the fact that we're looking at these PTAs that are actually covering a lot of ground, both in terms of traditional tariff liberalization, but also these WTO plus and WTO X areas, meaning that the degree of liberalization is actually higher. So there are a lot more benefits that you can enjoy from these PTAs. So this would hopefully help rule out some of these alternative explanations. Okay, so these are some of the pictures from my field work. And I want to start by first looking at GVC and preferential tariffs. So this first firm is a pesticide firm in Zhenjiang. So this is a traditional exporter of final goods. So they make pesticides, fungicides to 20 plus countries. So they are not in any hurry to actually take advantage of these PTAs, as you can see in these quotes. In fact, they said that we appreciated the efforts of the local customs for helping us save money, but in the grand scheme of things, it does not matter that much. This is talking about these preferential tariffs. The chapter, so the one with Australia, lowers the tariff of pesticides by 3%. Making it lower than the multilateral, the most stimulations rates in other markets, but you never know when you will be hit by the anti-dumping duties, which happened a few years ago. So thus we have decided to look elsewhere. So this confirms what I told you earlier, right? So for these firms of exports final goods, the savings is not that much, and if they encounter some anti-dumping duties, they can easily, shift their export market to a different country. So for them, PTAs, they're not that attractive. Same can be said for a firm that just imports. Okay, so this is a online retailer of a skincare product from South Korea in Hangzhou. So for them, they essentially said that initially they were quite excited hearing, the China-South Korea FTA, which went into force. But then when they saw the actual preferential tariff, they were very disappointed because for most of their most popular products, the saving was only like 1.3%. And in addition, this is nothing compared to what they would pay in terms of like the sales tax and VAT. So the savings would be extremely small. In the meantime, they worry that the increased competition introduced by the FTA, because more e-commerce platforms will actually join the market. So for them, it could be a net loss. So these are traditional firms engaging in exports or imports of final goods. The story is different for GVC-linked firms. So here we have a semiconductor firm in Jiangsu. This firm is actually in Suzhou. It's a subsidiary of Samsung. So as you can see here, according to the firm, 70% of their raw materials and key components are imported from South Korea to meet the technical standards set by